geometry based questions. Geometry itself a very big topic. So that is why we need to select some topic in that. Okay. So I have selected 2D shapes. In that 2D shapes, we are going to learn about the area of the 2D shapes and the perimeter of the 2D shapes. So let's begin the class. As usual, as all of you know, up to now, our session is divided into 3 sections. First, we are going to learn. In that, I will tell you all the about 2D shapes, in which I will explain the definition of 2D shapes, and I will also shows you various 2D shapes. Then we will practice some questions, and in that we will see some of the questions which is actually asked in the 11 plus exam as well. And at the end, you have the quiz. In that, you can try to solve all the questions, and if you are doing well, then you are able to solve all the questions. So let's begin with the learning section. Let's start our learning section, and that is all about 2D shapes. Let's begin. So today we are going to discuss, first of all, what are 2D shapes. After having the proper knowledge of the 2D shapes, we can do one thing, that we can move on to the how to calculate the perimeter and how to calculate the area. So for that, we have some specific formulas to calculate the perimeter and to calculate the areas. So we are going to look after all the formulas first, and then we will start questions. Okay. In that, you have to answer within given certain time limit. So are you ready, all of you? Please show me thumbs up if you all are ready. Okay. Thank you for your response. Let's begin. Okay, so let's talk about the first question of this lesson is, what are 2D shapes? So the definition of the 2D shape is as follows. 2D shapes are two-dimensional flat shapes. Okay, so it's a two-dimensional flat shape, and two-dimensional, it means what? It must have 2 dimensions. And here we have, first one is the length and another one is the width, but we don't have the height. Okay. If we have all of these 3, then it is going to turn into 3D shapes. But if we are talking about 2D shapes, then we only have the 2. One is the length and another is the width. In front of you, we have some example. So you must know this is a triangle, this is a square, this is a rectangle, and this is the circle. Okay. So these are the examples of the 2D shapes. There are various other shapes are as well. But right now, I'm just showing you this 4 only. Okay. Let's move on to the perimeter of the 2D shapes. So now you are aware about 2D shape, right? 2D shape have 2 dimensions only. But what is mean by perimeter, that we first need to understand. If you understand this properly, then you are able to calculate perimeter for any 2D shapes. Okay. So perimeter is the total distance around the edge of the 2D shape. So what it means? So it means it is a sum of all the sides. Okay. But it should be outside, okay? Or you can say it must be boundary, okay? So we can find the perimeter by adding the length of all the sides. So I think it's clear. And let's take one example. So it will be very easy and very clear to all of you. As you can see here, we have a triangle. And as we all know, triangle have 3 sides. So here dimensions are also given. One of them is 6 centimeter, another one is 8 centimeter, and third side and the longest side is the 10 centimeter. So question is all about find the perimeter. As per the definition, you can see here, perimeter is nothing but what? Total distance around the edge of 2D shape. So this is our 2D shape. Name of this 2D shape is a triangle. And now we have to figure it out, what is the total distance. So let's add them. Okay. So if I want to calculate perimeter, I will add all the sides, okay? And the values are as follows, 6 plus 8 plus 10. So what I'm going to get, 6 plus 8, that's a 12. 14, okay? 14 plus 10, that is 24. So the answer of this is going to be 24 centimeter. Whenever you are adding, you have to be sure like all the dimensions are in the same unit. As you can see here, we have all 3 sides are in the same unit, okay? If any one of them is not in the same units, then you have to convert first and then you have to add them. I think it's very clear. Show me thumbs up if up to now you have clear all the things. You can use the zoom feature. Okay, so I can see very good response. Let's move ahead and let's talk about all the formulas of 2D shapes. It's a very clear, like we have to add all the boundaries, all the sides of any given 2D shapes. But if you want to memorize, then we have some formulas, okay? Let's say this is a rectangle. So we all know rectangle has two sides. One is a length and one is a width, right? So for example, length is A and width is a B. Then as you know, rectangle have opposite sides are equal. So this is going to be A and this is going to be B. So if you add all this, then what is going to happen? A plus A, it means 2A, and B plus B, it means 2B, okay? So here you have 2 in bracket A plus B. Now let's talk about square. So for a square, we have 4A. Okay. Why? Because as we know, in a square, we have all the sides are equal. Okay. If all the sides are equal, then if you add A plus A plus A plus A, then it's going to be 4A, right? So let's talk about triangle. So if all the sides are given to you, then it's just a sum A plus B plus C. Okay. Now let's talk about circle. For circle, this is the formula you have to remember, okay? 2 pi r. Now for the parallelogram, you have the same. As per the property of the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, like rectangle. So the formula will be same. And for rhombus, we all know rhombus has all four sides are equal, like square. So the formula is equals to the 4a, as we have in square. Okay, make sure you will remember these formulas. Let's have area, okay? Now we are going to talk about area. We have up to now we have completed the definition of 2D shapes, and we have completed how to calculate the perimeter and what are some formulas for the some shapes like squares, rectangles, and all those things. Now it's time to move on to area, okay? So first of all, we must know what is area. Area of 2D shape is the amount of space inside it. So here you can see this is the definition, okay? Now, the another thing is that if we are measuring the area, then what should be its units, right? So their units are as follows: mm square, centimeter square, or meter square, and we have other units as well. But generally, commonly, we are using this type of units, okay? Now, we can find the areas of 2D shapes like square, rectangle, triangle, trapezium, etc. by using formulas. So here we have some specific formula. So you need to remember those formulas. Without formula, you cannot find the area. Whereas without formula, you can find perimeter, because we all know perimeter is just about addition of all the sides, right? So if you want to memorize this formula, then it is very good. All the formulas are required. Let's talk about triangle. Let's start with triangle. And here we have two dimensions. First one is base and another one is the height. So if you are calculating the area for triangle, then it's half base into height. Okay. If you want to remember in short form, then also you are allowed to do this half base time height. Okay. Similarly for the rectangle, base time height. So yeah, B time H you can remember. We have the same formula for rectangle and the parallelogram, and it is the same as you can see here, base time height. So up to now we have seen three shapes. First one we have seen the triangle, and for triangle we have half base into height. For rectangle we have base time height, and for parallelogram we have same base time height. Now let's move on to the next page, and we have another three shapes over there. So as you can see here, rhombus, trapezium, and circle. Sometime grammar school are asking about this. Okay, so first page, generally you will see the questions around to this first page, but sometime if you get this type of any question, then make sure you will remember all this formula for our safety. Okay. So here for rhombus, we all know rhombus have two diagonals, okay? And half time diagonal 1 time diagonal 2, it's area formula, okay? So you can write in short here, let's say this is first diagonal and this is next diagonal. So you can write just half time first diagonal times second diagonal. Okay. So this is the numbering. Okay. Now let's move on to the trapezium. So yeah, you must have to remember the trapezium area. Formula for this is very easy. We don't have to worry. You have to read like this: sum of the parallel sides. As you know, this is this parallel sides, right? A and B. So you can remember sum of the parallel sides times height divided by 2. Okay. Or if you have any another way to read this, you can read accordingly as you want. But we want to remember this formula. Okay. So sum of the parallel sides, that is A plus B times height divided by 2. Like this, you have to remember this formula. And for circle, it's very clear, pi r square. Don't get confused in perimeter, circumference and area for a circle. Okay. Circumference is 2 pi r, whereas area is pi r square. So let's take one example based on the area. So let me choose one person who can read this. Okay, so I am choosing Avantika. Please read this.
The perimeter of the rectangle below is 18 centimeters. Find the width of the rectangle. B. Find the area of the rectangle.
Thank you, Avantika. So here we have the perimeter is already given to you, and one side is already given to you, all of you. Okay. And we need to figure it out, first of all, width and then area. So let's do it together, as this is the example. So we have to do it together. Okay. In the practice session, you are allowed to do it alone first, and then we will do it together. So let's begin with the rectangle. And we all know rectangle have 2 dimensions. This is the length and this is the width. Okay. So let's say this is the length. Okay. And okay, wait. We are looking for width. Okay. So let's keep this one as a width, and this one is already given to you. So we are looking for this dimension. But as per the property of rectangle, you all know that opposite sides of the rectangle are equal, right? So using that, you can see this is 3 centimeters. So this must be 3 centimeters. Now, if I am saying this is my width and this is also going to be width because opposite sides are equal. Now we know that perimeter is sum of all the sides. Fine. So what we can do, perimeter equals to centimeter plus W plus 3 centimeter plus W, right? And as you can see here, this is already given to you, the value of perimeter, that is 18, 3 plus 3, 6, and W plus W, that's a 2W. So if I will subtract 6 from both the sides, then what is going to happen? As you can see here, 12 equals to 2W. So W must be what? W must be 6 centimeter. So from here, it's very clear that width must be 6 centimeter, right? Is it clear, everyone? Show me thumbs up if it is clear. Okay, very good. So now you know all the dimensions. Like for rectangle, you just need the 2 dimension. One is already given and one we have figured it out in the A part. So that's it. We can find the area easily. Area equals to what? Width time length, you can say, or length time width, you can say. But the answer is going to be what? Multiplication of 3 and this one, right? And this is equals to 6. So 3 times 6, and that is 80. But make sure the unit is this time square units, okay? So it is going to be centimeter square. Whereas in the perimeter, it is just a centimeter, right? So this is all about how to calculate the perimeter, area, and all this. If you have the confidence, then let's begin the next round, that is practice round. In this, you are going to solve within given time limit. Let's start with the first question. And let me choose one of the person to read this question. And let's choose Kaya. Can you please read this question?
The square has a perimeter of 20 centimeters. What is the square's area?
Okay, very good. Thank you, Kaya. So this question you can solve in 1.5 minutes, okay? Your time starts now, everyone. Please try this and you can answer me in the chat box. Okay, time's up. So let's do this question together. I can see in the chat box, many of you are saying the answer. Okay, so let's begin with the formulas, okay? Or if you don't know the formulas, then we know the property of a square. What is the square's property? We all have information about the square. Square is very basic shape, and you all know from year 3, I think. So here you can see for a square, we have all the sides are equal, right? So if they are telling you that perimeter equals to 20 centimeter, it means what? Sum of all the 4 sides equals to 20. Let's say one of the side is L, okay? So another is also L, and third one is also L, and fourth one is also L. So perimeter, that is going to be what? Perimeter is 20 given to you, and if you write sum of all the lengths, then it is going to be 4L, right? That is equals to 20. So from here, it's very clear L must be 5 centimeter, right, everyone? So after getting this much, we all know what is the formula of square, right? For area. So if I will write like this, area of a square, then we all know the formula is length square, right? And length equals to 5, and 5 square, that is 25 centimeters square. I must say, you have to memorize the square numbers up to at least 15, okay? 1 to 15, you must know the square numbers. Now, as you can see, this question is medium difficulty level, but it's easy because it is a square, okay? If it is any other shapes, then I can consider that one is hard, but this is comes under the easy category only. And answer, we all know 25 centimeters. Let's move on to the next question. And I'm going to select one of you. Okay, so Janika, please read this question.
A triangle has an area of 24 centimeters square. Its base is 8 centimeters long. Find the height.
Thank you. Everyone, you can solve this question in 1 minute, okay? I'm giving you 1 minute to solve this question. Your time starts now. This time I'm going to ask one of you the answer as well, okay? So be ready with your answer. I will select one of the, okay, whose name starts with M. I will select that person name. Let me check. Okay, time's up. Now I'm selecting Mansi. Please answer me this question, Mansi.
So would the answer be 3?
Okay, Mansi is saying 3. Thank you for your answer. Let's check, okay? And let's do it together. Here we have the formula for area, and it's about triangle. So we have half base into height. We all know this. And from this given figure, you can see this is the base, right? And this is the height. So we are not sure about height, but we have the value of area. So instead of A, you can substitute the value 24. And this is half. Now, instead of base, I can substitute the value of 8 and then height as it is, okay? So if I will simplify here, 24 as it is, and this 2 will get cancelled like this, 2 times 4. So 24 equals to 4h. So if I will divide by 4 both the sides, then that is going to be 6 equals to h, right? So h must be 6 centimeter, okay? So required height is 6 centimeter, not 3. So yeah, now I think it's clear. And the unit is centimeter only because this is in centimeter square and this is also in centimeters. So no need to change anything. And this question comes under easy category. Let's move on to the question number 3. And let me choose one of you. Okay, Martin, can you please read this question? Okay, Moyuk.
The area of a parallelogram
parallelogram is 450 square centimeter. If its base is 25 centimeter, work out the height of the parallelogram.
Okay, thank you. Please do this question, all of you, and I'm providing the time of 1.5 minutes for this question. Okay, time's up. So, Olivia, can you please tell me answer of this question according to you?
I got 18 centimeters.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Let's check you are correct or not. So, as we know, this is a parallelogram. Okay, and in parallelogram, we have the formula base time height. Okay, so we can start calculation. Area equals to base time height. So from here, what we have already, base is already given to us. So height is going to be what? Area divided by base, right? I think you don't have any problem if I will rearrange like this. Now area equals to what given to me? Centimeter square, and this is in centimeter, so no need of any unit conversion, right? So area, I can write 450 and let's divide by 25. Now it's on you how you are handling this. You can use short division or long division. That's on you. Let me use short division. So 25 is there. So 25 times 2, that is more than 45. But 25 times 1, that is 25. So how much is left? 20 is left. And this 0 will make 200 together, right? And 25 times 8 will gives me 200 with the remainder 0. So my answer of this is 18 centimeter. Very good. Your answer is absolutely correct. So answer is 18 centimeter. And difficulty level, I say, it's easy only, unless you don't have any problem with the short division. If you have the problem with short division, then revise this concept, please, because it is very essential. Okay. So, Ojas, can you please read this question?
Work out the perimeter and area of the trapezium shown below.
Okay, thank you, Ojas. So here we have two questions. First of all, you have to figure it out perimeter and then the area. So that is why I'm giving you 2 minutes to solve this question. Yes, your time starts now. Okay, time's up. So I am selecting Oscar. Please tell me what is your answer for perimeter. Okay, Oscar is not there. Prachi, can you please tell me what is the perimeter for this question? Okay, no problem. Let's do it together. So here the shape is given to us, that is a trapezium. And how to identify the trapezium? So trapezium have only one property, that is the one pair of parallel side. Okay, so 4 centimeter and 10 centimeter, these two sides are parallel to each other. Now that is just identification of 2D shape, but let's back to the question. They are talking about perimeter. So perimeter is so easy. We just need to add all the outer boundary. Okay. So I'm starting with this point. So 4 centimeter comes first, then 5 centimeter, then 10 centimeter, and then 5 centimeter. Okay. 4 plus 5 plus 10. And at the end we have 5. Add this one. Okay. This is the inside of the shape. Okay. Not at the outside. Okay. We have to just add outside edges. So 4 plus 5, that's 9 centimeter, 9 plus 10, 19, and 19 plus 5 is 24 centimeter. So this is perimeter of trapezium. So perimeter is easy, just addition of all the sides. But for area, you have to remember the formulas, right? So for area, what is the formula? Half times A plus B times H, right? And what is A? This is A, this is B, and this is the height, right? So now just replace the value of A, B, and H in this formula. Instead of A, you can write 10 centimeter. Instead of B, you can write 4 centimeter. And then times by height. And that is one more time 4 centimeter. Okay, no need to write inside of this. So it's okay now. You can just add them. So how much we have inside the bracket? 10 plus 4, that's a 14. Okay, and times 4. So here I can simplify some of the things like this. I can cancel. So what I left with 14 times 2, and that is nothing but what? 28 centimeters square. So my required answers are 24 centimeter and 28 centimeter squares. Okay. And difficulty level, I must say this is the medium category because we all know the formulas for rectangles and squares and triangles. But for trapezium, we have to remember this formula because this is something new for us. Let's move on to the next question. This is about circle. So let me select one of you. Raghu Raman, can you please read this question? Okay, I am reading. Find the area of a circle using pi equals to 3.14. So we have to figure it out area. And this is easy category question if you know the formula. So 1 minute is enough for this question. And I'm going to select one of you to answer this question. Okay, I'm selecting. Okay, I'm selecting Tulsi. Tulsi, can you please answer this question?
I got 314 centimeters.
Are you sure? You told me 314 centimeters. Okay. Thank you.
Actually, I'm not
We will
sure.
check, okay?
Actually,
Oh,
I'm not.
okay. Thank you for your answer. Let's leave. So, see, the first error in this answer is clearly it is area. So unit must be centimeters square. Okay. Now let's check about the values. Okay. First of all, unit must be correct and it should be centimeter square. So that is your first mistake, but it's okay. You can correct here, but don't do the mistake in the exam. So find the area of a circle, and we know that area equals to what? Pi r square. If pi value is not given to you, then we have the various value for pi. Either you can select 22/7, and if it is given any value, like either of this, you can use it, okay? Or else you can use any one of this. Fine. So for now, for this question, they told you use 3.14. So use it, and then r square. And as you know, this is the radius, right? R means what? Radius. So radius is given to you, that is 10 centimeters. So 10 times 10. Now 10 cent, if we multiply this, then you will get 100. And we all know if you multiply the decimal with the 100 like this, then decimal point will move, right? To decimal place, it will get moved because we are multiplying with 100. So it's going to be 314 centimeters square. So this comes under the medium category or easy category. I think easy only best suitable for this because it's just value putting. And if you have any other value for radius, then it may be little tough and difficult. But for if it is 10, then it's just multiplication, easy multiplication, right? So answer is 314.
It says find the area
Of circle.
of circle. So this is the area circle. 3 pi times radius
Not 3 pi beta. Pi r square.
r square.
Pi r square.
So
Okay. So I think it's clear, right? It's just about pi, okay? Then not 3, and instead of 3. So now let's move on to the next question. Question number 6. And yeah, so let me select who is going to read this question. Prithvi, can you please read this question? Okay, Sanjana, please.
The shape to the right is made up of 3 rectangles, each measuring 3 centimeters by 1 centimeter. What is the perimeter of the shape?
Okay, so for this question, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, okay, to solve this question. Here is the shape, what we are talking in the question. So you have to figure it out. Where is the 3 centimeter? Where is the 1 centimeter? And what should be the perimeter at the end of this combined shape? And your time starts now. 30 seconds, everyone, quick. During exam, your time management plays a important role. Okay, so whenever you are practicing, you must have to practice with the timer. So you can develop that skill and you can do full paper within time limit. Okay, so time's up. Okay, if you got any answer, that is good. If you don't have any answer, then look at here how we are solving this one. Okay, so the shape to the right made up of three rectangles. Okay, so they are telling you that these three are the rectangle 1, 2, and 3. They each of the same measuring, right? So 3 centimeter by 1 centimeter. So it's a very clear, like this dimension should be 3, right? Yeah, because this is the longer side and this should be 1 centimeter, right? Yeah, it's absolutely clear. So after having this much knowledge, what we can do, we are looking for the perimeter, right? So here, this is also 1 centimeter because all the, okay, let me remove this 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, because it will get confused otherwise. Okay, so yeah, let's do it together. I'm writing the dimensions. Okay, this 3 and this is 3, fine. Now, as you can see, this is 1, this is 3, this is 1, okay? And now it's a very clear, like this is equals to 1, this side, okay? And 2 is inside. Whereas, why it is so? Because this is 3, right? And all you know this is this 3 plus this 3 will make 6, okay? So, sum of this and this must be equals to 3, right? Are you getting me? So, this must be 3, okay? Okay, so nothing is to worry. Let's do it together. I am starting with this. So this is 1 centimeter. I'm starting this point. Okay, so you will get clear. 1 centimeter, then this part and this part will gives me combined 3. Okay, because this is equals to 3, right? So 1 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this one already consider, and this one another one. So 10. And 3 and 3. So 10 plus 6, it's a 16. Okay. So it's a perimeter of this shape is going to be 16 centimeter. I hope it is clear. If not clear, then again, I'm showing you. Okay. And you can visualize the things. For this time, I will write the values. Okay. Directly. So you will get clearly. So I'm starting with this point. Okay. This is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 1, and this one 3, and this one 3. So if you add 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, and 13 plus 3, it means 16, okay? And the unit is going to be centimeter. So answer of this question is 16 centimeter, and I can say this is medium category question because something hidden parts are here and you have to take care of that. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. And let me select who is going to read this question. Samiksha. Okay, Samika. Please read this.
A square with sides of length 3 centimeters is divided into 3 identically sized rectangles. These are then arranged as shown. What is the perimeter of the new shape?
Thank you. So here you can see this is the square with the side length of 3 centimeter. Now this is divided into 3 equal rectangles, okay, of the same size and they are identical. Now the middle rectangle is removed from here and arranged like this. So now they are asking what should be the perimeter of this new shape, okay? And your time starts now. I am giving you 2 minutes to do this question. That is more than enough. Your time starts now, everyone. Okay, so let me choose one of you to answer this question. Okay, Veera, can you please answer this question? What is your answer?
I'm not really sure about it.
Okay, thank you. Juna, can you please answer this question? What is your answer?
I got 16 centimeters.
Okay, thank you for your response. Let's check your answer is correct or not. And let's check how to do this question. All together, we will do this question. A square with the side of 3 centimeter and it's divided into 3 identical size rectangles, right? So what it means, like this is divided equally, right? So each of this side is going to be 1, right? Okay, and this side is as it is, there is no division, right? So then we are not dividing this side, right? So everybody have this 3, right? So the new rectangle form is of this dimension. One of them is 1 centimeter and another one is of 3 centimeter, right? So apply the same logic here. Let's start from this point, okay? So this is 1 centimeter. Now you know this is up to now you have 3 centimeter, right? So I am mentioning the line as well, okay? So it's very clear. This is 3 centimeter. Then this dimension is going to be 1 centimeter. Then this one is again 3 because we know all the rectangles is of length 3 centimeter, right? Now this one is just 1 and this one is 3 centimeter. This one 1 centimeter. Now we have to take care of this inner side as well. So this is 3 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. And this is again 3 centimeter, right? And yeah, we are at the end of this point because we have started with this point and ending with this point. So always choose one point, okay? Whenever we have the complicated shape, choose one point and accordingly you can start adding. So let me start adding 1 plus 3. Okay, let me write 1 plus 3 and 1. I am here. Then another 3. Okay, then 1 and 3. Okay, so that will be together 4. Okay, okay, let me write like this 1 plus 3, this pair. And again 1 plus 3, that's it. Okay, okay, fine. So this we need to add. This is 4, this is 4, 4, 4, and 4. So as we can see here, there are 5 times 4, right? And that's very clear. It must be 20, right? So answer will be 20 centimeters. Okay, and yeah, so this answer is not. Yeah, it's a closer, but some sides you have to add to get the 20 as answer. Okay, so 20 centimeter, that is absolutely correct answer. And I can say this question is of medium category. Okay, so up to now we have done the questions based on the area and perimeter. It's time to start the quiz section. So let's start quiz and be ready, everyone. You have to analyze yourself, okay? I am going to provide you question and you have to solve within given time limit and let's check your answers are correct or not, okay? So I am reading this question for all of you. Irfan bends a piece of wire into a square. So Irfan has wire and it is like he is forming a square. Now the area of the square is 64 centimeters square. So how long is the wire? So question is about what is the length of the wire? And your time starts now. I'm giving you, okay, 1.5 minutes is enough for this question. Everyone, please start solving. Okay, time's up. Now, I can see in the chat box, favorite answer of all of you is 32 centimeter. I can see maximum. Oh, okay. So there are various answers, okay, not just 32. I can see there are various answers and various numbers. So let's see with like what is correct. Here, Irfan bent a piece of wire into a square, okay? So after that, the area of a square is 64 centimeters. So we know the formula of square, right? For area, you know that length square, that is the area, right? Or you can say side length times side length. So let's say this is L and this is L, okay? So you have to think like by what number you will multiply, say, see, this is equals to 64 already, right? So you have to think 64 is a square number, right? So you have to think like whose square is 64. So I believe all you know that 8 square is 64, right? So from this, it's very clear length must be 8 centimeter, right? Because as you can see here, area formula is what? Length time length. And if we verify, then also we are getting the same answer, right? 8 times 8, that is a 64 centimeters. So length must be 64. this is just one length, okay, of this square. Now they are asking of length of a wire, okay. So for this, what we are going to do, length of wire, that is nothing but what? Perimeter of the square, right? So we all know what is the perimeter of given square. We have to add all the sides and L plus L plus L plus L. That is nothing but what? 4 times L, right? So if I will multiply here 4 times L, then my L is 64 centimeter. Oh no, L is just 8 centimeter. Okay. This is by mistake. 64 was area. So here 8. So 8 times 4, that is 32 centimeter. Okay. Length must be measured in the centimeter because this area is in centimeters square. So length of wire is going to be 32 centimeter. And difficulty level of this question is medium. Okay. So just solution is about this one only. Okay. This is just a verification, right? This is part of verification. Okay, wait. I can remove little bit things or I can mark. Step number 1, this is step number 1. Okay. And this is just unwanted parts for verification and for squaring numbers. Okay, now this is step number 2. Okay, so it's a 2-step question and it is medium category question. Let's move on to the next question. And let me read this question for all of you. A rectangle of width 50 centimeter has an area of 2 meters square, or you can say 2 square meters. What is length of rectangle in centimeters? Okay. So please take care of the different units here we have. And I am giving you 2 minutes to solve this question. Your time starts now. Everyone, please do this question. Make sure you are converting the units, okay? Because here we have the different 2 units, like the one measure is in 50, I mean in centimeter, and another one is in meter square, okay? So keep the same unit to get the correct answer. Okay, so I can see in chat we have the confusing answers, okay? Like I'm getting different answers. So make sure you have to give a correct answer, and you must have that unit conversion knowledge because we have already done the previous day, this one, right? 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, okay? I am writing this for all of you. 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. And if I'm writing this 1 meter square, then that is going to be 10,000 centimeters square, okay? Okay, time's up. Now, whatever you got the answer, that is okay. Now look at here, how we can do this question. The rectangle of width is given to us, and let's say width is equals to 50 centimeter, okay? And the area is given to you, and that area is 2 meters square. Now here you can see we have the 2 different units, right? So if you have a confidence, okay, if you have a confidence with the decimal numbers and decimal operations like dividing, multiplying, and all those things, then it is good idea to convert centimeter to meter, okay? And that is going to be 0.5 meter, okay? But if you don't have any confidence with this decimals, then you can convert 2 meters square into the centimeter square, but then you will get a bigger number, okay? So I'm doing with this one. So here, as we know, length time width is equals to area, right? And width is already given to you, and we are looking for length, okay? We are looking for length. So length equals to what? Area divided by width. And what is the value of area here you have? 2. And what is the value of width you have? So by using this conversion, first conversion, we know that width is equals to 0.5. Now, if 2 I'm dividing with 0.5, then how much I'm going to get? So my answer is going to be 4, right? And that should be what? 4 centimeter, okay? Oh, wait. See, make sure you are doing the same unit conversion and same units at the last, okay? So this all is in meter, right? I'm using this units, okay? So 2 divided by 0.5, so my answer will be 4 meters, okay? Yeah. And they are asking the length in centimeters. So I have to convert 4 meter into the centimeter, and that is going to be how much? That is going to be 400 centimeters. I think it's a clear, but make sure don't do the mistake as I have done here. Don't forget to put the same units, okay? Otherwise, you will get the wrong answer. So required answer of this question is 400 centimeter. And I can say this is the medium category question, okay? So up to now, we have done so many questions. Let's discuss some exam techniques, which is very helpful during your exam. And if you follow this on, then you will get good marks, okay? So memorize the first area and perimeter formulas, okay? This is very much important. Now, the next thing, be careful with the units of measurement, okay? Now, if you need, then you can visualize the diagram, okay? You can draw the diagram if required. And if question belongs to compound shape, then break down the shapes into smaller parts like triangles and squares, then you can figure it out. And double check always your final answer to make sure it is correct only, right? Now, after exam technique, let's have the summary. So summary is all about what we have covered. So we have covered 2D shapes, and as we know, 2D shapes is just the flat shapes. Perimeter is the total distance around the edge of 2D shape. And then the next area is the amount of space inside a 2D shape. Okay, so this is all about 2D shapes, perimeters, and area. And now let's talk about the units of measurement for area is typically square units, okay, such as square centimeters and square meters. Thank you everyone for class. I hope you have enjoyed this class.